Guys, so just thought I'd check in with you. I finally getting my daughter on a better schedule. It was causing me some issues trying to get a good video and shit, even getting sleep for myself. So I've been held back a little bit, but it hasn't stopped me from getting in what I can. Unfortunately, it's not build event yet, and this is about to finish. I go ahead and activate my VIP, and boom. Now, it is great to have the buildings done before 30, but once you get to 30, you can spend 40, 50, 60, whatever it costs for that troop pack. Like I've showed in the videos before, they come up with a pack in here where you can just buy straight up troops. So in order to get myself situated, if I decided that I might spend a few bucks to have the T10, maybe it'd be quicker. Not that I want to, but it is a better deal than, say, if I sped that amount of troops. But once I have all the camps and factories up, then troops are free, right? So what I'm trying to do now is get together enough for me to just go straight to 30. Mines have been, I don't know if the camel really knew what they were doing this time, but I mean, you end up with buku food and buku oil mines, but always running low on, I shouldn't be full. Oh, okay, never mind. Running low, everybody's having trouble getting steel mines. I mean, I've had trouble, you know, I was building my C20 farms before most people were even a C20 themselves, so I've been having trouble getting to some steel because everybody's been dogging after it. See, it's not really worth me hitting these for this little bit amount because refugees, they'll gather faster tonight and be able to start on some new, because I did a mine reset for there was only 7 mineral tiles, but that's where it's at, doing the mine reset for your farm alliance. But to get up there, and steel is a whole nother story, but I need 22 million steel, 9 million mineral, so 8.5, so 7.5 when I take off that million, and so 7.75. If I hit all 6 of those farms right now, I'd get like 1 million. What I need is a cumulative, probably takes me about 6 days straight, and I can have, yeah, well, it depends. It's based on the mine's availability, but usually I can accumulate between the production, the harvest boost, and gathering around 350 K mineral a day per farm if I just log in once or twice a day, right? So if I'm looking, I got 6 mineral farms, so 7, 14, 2.1 million roughly every other day. And I need 9. And then the steel normally comes along because it's backup mines. I send the extra marches when I don't have a mineral mine, because if I'm not going to log in for hours and hours, I don't want to just send them to some like 24K mineral mine when I can send them to a steel mine that will be farming for 10 hours, you know. So I do my best. So this is my problem. I mean, there's plenty of steel in there, some in there, some in there. But there ain't no steel mines either. I went into my farm alliance. I hadn't been in since I set 2 farms going last night. That's all I logged into yesterday until just a couple minutes ago. And you can see all the lines. And I only logged into my 6 mineral farms. I had to do a mine reset because there was one mineral mine that was already had 2 people on it and 1 person marching, and it was down to like 130K. And then there was like an 8K left over on a steel mine, a 2K on a mineral mine, and 1 steel mine with a bunch of people on it. That's it. So what good are all these farms when you ain't got nothing to go off of? And I'm not spending a bunch of money on resources packs. So until then, best you can do is work on your institute skills in your farm alliance and do mine resets. Work together. Bust ass. The only other thing is prioritize who's active, who really makes their castle pay off, and then support that guy to get up there. And 24/7, I am always hitting the top monsters, zombies in this game that I can. It's bringing in resources, increasing my Lord level, and prepping me for next stage stronger gear, which is a big key. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm trying to get there. We got, we've had this mega merge. We're working on more. Sorry, I'm OCD and I keep seeing that red mark, but I don't want to go into it and forget that there's something I got to read. The only other thing I was going to do is take my alt and empty the shit out of that. That thing, I've been sending it like it's a farm. A little bit, at least so it can pay for itself, for little things that I'm trying to do when I log on to it. But normally I'm not a farmer unless it's a dedicated farm that I'm going to be burning every few days. I don't know. I have a hard time getting myself to do it. So you can see this castle has hit farms, but I have surplus of oil. But it's got both camps now are at 22, 1 factory's at 22, and the workshop's at 22. So it's a nice little alt to have. I don't want to spend to make a C26 alt, not yet. That'll come in time when my farms are surplusing resources that I can't quite use on my 30 yet, or whatever. But I was going to take all the items out of that, because I got it killing 26 monsters 2 at a time. And I can empty that if I have to. But I got this week build events coming up, and then I don't think it's void yet. It doesn't tell us like in War and Order. It doesn't tell you. But I think last week was regular kill event. So yeah, Void War is at the end of this week. So I'd like to be 30. I forgot to do Tyrant of Doom. I did it with my C22 and forgot to do it with this account. I mean, I'm telling you, my life's been a little bit busy recently. Doom's Iron Grip, I like it for the power orb, but I really shouldn't have missed the Tyrant of Doom because the rewards aren't that bad. You get some speeds and stuff that are useful. I mean, it's all you gotta do is hit the damn thing. You don't even have to do that good to get useful stuff. Officer fragments, what have you. But these war supply chests, whenever you see an event like this, and you can see I'm getting 2140 XP per 30 because I got my what do you call them, comprehension on there. And the stronger I make the commander itself, the higher the percentage will be without even skilling it up that high. So basically my commanders all along, I mean, these are both what I wear in battle, because I have to have, first of all, blue officers are not worth putting a lot into. The percentages, it just costs way too much to get a useful percentage. So if I puff up this advanced medicine, that way I can keep as many troops as I can fit at home. So I'm strongest that I can be at home, and then advanced command so I can send the biggest punch when I march. So with that, I was using advanced command so I could hit big enough monsters all along from the get from when I first started. So that's why I decided to do it that way. To fuel up because I'm always wearing them. So my stamina recovery is going to continuously grow faster. So I can hit more monsters in a day. Or zombies, sorry. And comprehension. That way I'm getting more XP every time I hit one. And then first aid, at first I had that on there, but the troops being at low tier, as I was trying to grow, I decided that the loss of those troops and that small percentage was worth taking it off. Because remember, my officers weren't 4-star back then. They were 1-star, and I hadn't even gotten comprehension fragment until after I already had fuel up. So I give and take, Then let y'all check out my warfare officers. I put the melee HP on with my long range on my Tifa because that's the most useful stat aside from putting mid-range attack, but my mid-range is so minimal in my march. In my attack march, I'm going to be sending my frontline melee, which I've learned I think I like shredders the most. I think I'll do like a 60-40 spread of shredders tanks, maybe 70-30 shredders tanks on the front line. And having melee HP helps my front line stand up longer and survive better. And having Aeon and having her strengthen my front line, and I'll always wear that. In advanced attack, well, these stats for the long range attack, long range expert, they are always on. Okay, so this panda is better than just taking and putting another, because you act like panda's not even there. I've got 14.58% attack, and then I got the 6.8 attack and HP on the long range troops. So that guy's always on there. And in battle, it's always good to have stronger troops. So strong defense and strong HP on my back line. That way they can take more hits. Because when you're hitting another castle, their wall is always hitting your back line. That's what it's there for. Advanced defense. I don't use it often, but it's good to have if I'm logging off. So I half-ass put work into it. And then these two, the new ones, Alexandria and Zeus, they have come to be really, the only way you get them is by chance in the elite envelopes or buying the pack straight up. They never come up in the trade. You can't trade for them. So that's why all these slowly, and I don't pick a specific one. I leave everything to chance, because if I pass up chances all the time, I might be only just passing up chances. So when I'm trading, I'll buy whichever one is a useful common officer available, but Zeus and Alexandria never come up. So they're limited. That's why they're only stuck at 2-star, because I'm not spending money when I'm trying to limited budget and not blow money. I'm not going to just buy officer packs to get it. So I like the elite envelope because you can hit them 9 envelopes for 10 chances, and you might hit 2 or 3 purple officers with the 8 cards, So, or you might hit none. But the point is that I can pay $6.99 for 6 cards of Zeus, or I can pay $1.99 for 9 elite envelopes and hit both Alexandria and Zeus for 8 cards each. And I did that the very first day after they were released, about halfway through the week, I think it was. And then I waited until the weekend. I popped that $1.99 daily special on the elite envelope. Boom. And I got both of them, Alexandria and Zeus. And then, of course, there's my directors. I don't really use them. The special bonus is where it's at, and I've decided that these were the best ones for common, because they're going to be on all the time. It's not going to be really something I'm going to sit and think. This I'll put on for attacking. right? So if I know I'm going attacking, then I'll put Medici on. But really, I don't ever gather. So I decided that my priority would be to strengthen these two, which are most commonly used for me anyway. So that's where I'm at. Advanced training, of course, you want your training as cheap as you can get it. Intermediate command for when I do, you know, need like a bigger march for like the iron grip or doing the elite zombie or whatever. I don't put a lot into it, but it's something. I got a elite war tomorrow, but and you guys saw me in the beginning. I mean, I hit the purple cards on the research guy, but he's already 3 stars, so it's not gonna matter. You're gonna have to hit it quite a few times. So I'm trying to think of what else I could go over. You guys have seen me do elite zombies quite a lot. I know you have. Some of you might, enjoy it. Some of you might like to see the way that I change things up sometimes. So sometimes I do go ahead and put it on at the end. When there's no 30s, I go for 29s. Right now, our capital, they changed their name to MTP. It's literally one single person in this whole nation stands in the way of us taking that damn. How many have we got? 173. So we need 27. One single player, and that's Dave. You guys have seen the videos. He gave away a C30 for somebody to use while he builds up their C30. Which one should I put on next? Right back in. Recruitment's up there. Search and rescues. We ought to fortify attack. Fortify HP. So one guy. So we don't go for the capital because he is truly not worth it. Because he will spend and spend and spend to keep on hitting us. Keep on hitting us. And his castle's already loaded from the amount that he's already spent on it. So that's where we're at. So we decided, as a nation, as our alliance, that it's not worth us blowing all the troops because we have Void Wars now. And we totally dominate Void War. He alone, Dave alone, with his C30, gets more points than the rest of that whole alliance put together. Okay? Our alliance, spank them in points. I mean, we demolish them. So if you've seen the Void videos from before, and if you haven't, you should go look. But we demolish them. So it's always good to hit the zombies because you get these officer XP bars also. Detector fragments. You hit those things and you get some good gifts. Me, I don't ever. You'll look in my inventory. I got 38 of them things. I don't ever do the extracurricular stuff. I just don't have time. Sometimes I'll do it because I know there's a bunch of people that are doing them, and then they run out of detectors. So I'll go ahead and I'll send mine out. I hit the largest on the what do you call it? The exploration. You get the officer fragments, but a lot of times I just get 6K in officer skill on this one. Not that I complain, because at this point I need a lot of officer skill to increase. But I like officer fragment chests. So I got best of both worlds on that hit there. And then this, I like to get the purple bars. The skill chest, I've already got all the skills. Give me something. And nothing. I always get shit from that. The next most important thing to do is go through this till it's 100 gold. So I'll spend the 10, 20, 40, 60, 80. I don't gather. Gotta get my officer. I don't care about battle fog. Those bars, If you need the purple bars, you can get them. I buy the turret parts. I don't buy the leader badges because I'd rather just spend gold. The turret parts will add up. Always buy the elite teleports. Every time you see one in there, buy it. Every single time. Because you're saving 400 a port. So in an emergency situation, you've got them. And it's worth it. Trade your oil and your food for anything that you get the opportunity. Oil or steel and mineral. These are good to buy. I already have a ton of them. Buy the purple ones, they're good. And I don't spend the 250 on the blue ones, but I'll spend the 80 gold on them. Because the currency, diligence and courage, that's another thing. These pay off, kind of, to do them. I only do them by happenstance. If you go and spend to do them, well, you might as well just bought better packs to complete your job there. Let's see what we get. Nothing. So this is kind of how I catch up. Little routine stuff you gotta do. I'm at the biggest my castle's ever been. So I go ahead and I'll sell all my green stuff. And then specific blue ones I always sell. Because I'll never use them. By happenstance of Sergeant Barney or Godfather or Butterfly build up enough to where I haven't had to sell them, then I will keep them and eventually star up. So starring up is the one thing that is worth investing into your blue officers because you don't lose anything. But for skills and XP, it's not worth it. So I'll do this a couple times. So like I said, by chance. So I go ahead and I just grab whichever one. Now I've run into 2. I need to get her to 3-star. So I'm hoping I'm close. And then I'm going to go ahead and get Brave Star while I'm at it. And Sergeant Barney was less important than less useful. His percentage in saving me training is not worth. Let's take a look at where I'm at with her. So I got still 24, another 24, so 48 minus 3, 45 more to go to get her 4-star, because I want to put a melee HP in here. Oh, did that just, sorry, I thought I saw something. Nope, tricked my mind. So, I'm tired of looking. If we win but lose everything doing it, then we aren't winning. See, that's what we were just talking about, Dave. If we win but lose everything doing it, because I knew what he was talking about. A lot of times I get on here and I'm way behind on the mails. I got on here and it wasn't even numbers. It was just ... Right? So, we're talking about how we're trying to agree upon of the capital. Sorry about my phone's dying. Rotation of the capital, but the peckerheads that get to live under the umbrella of the C30 that stomps us, and it's not just that he's T10, guys. He's got max, like damn near max top 5-star of every officer. So his stats are 800 some percent attack. I mean, it's insane. So even if we had a bunch of T10 guys, his stats alone cream us. So what he's I said, guys, it's sad but it's true. There's only one thing that is stopping us, and at this point I think dedication. With dedication we could defeat him, because that's true. We could probably annoy him and have him burn up too much troops and money, that he gives up. In time, we will be strong enough where his strength won't be so taxing on the troops, which is exactly the point. Noticing that we can make a dent, let's continue our growth. So that just cosigns. Every single one of Dave's officer skills is unlocked and leveled up to a minimum of 10 times. Nobody will ever be able to compete with that. I will never be part of a fight involving Dave unless it is frenzy. And Enrico's, he's a high-spirited guy. Wonderful guy to have. And Thorn, of course, wonderful, wonderful guy to have. He's got a great humor to him. He's not dickhead competitive. He's just a good leader. Good, solid head on his shoulders. So, with all that said, I've got my most strongest officers on. And we'll go ahead and give a round. I'm still carrying number 1, so I haven't even really been trying. Look, see in second place is Fire Dragon. That is that other C30 that Dave had. Dave Colley, 27. He's so lazy, he don't even care about winning. His other C30 is Fire Dragon. The alliance that he went to after nobody else could take him anymore. Couldn't stand him anymore. Because he's such a pain in the ass. Well, they absolutely love him because he wins for them. And you should see the silver coins that come out of the daily, every time you log in, you go to them silver coins. So, there's things that about this zombies that has it's made it less enjoyable, as you've probably seen in some of my latest videos, because I've done them and I'm competitive with it because I gotta keep a rank. I gotta keep winning, and I want to not only be better than everybody else, but I want to and I picked that 3% because it's still early in the level, so it'll accumulate more. But I want to do better than I did before. But the problem is the gifts are random. And it doesn't matter if my strength went up. If I got 4 nukes one time, but I didn't get a single nuke another time, there's no way I'm going to get. The nukes will buy me time for another gift, for more. I might take some damage on my HP, but eat it because it buys me a chance for another gift, like now. So, it's frustrated me pretty seriously with that. And then the fact that I'm always so goddamn overwhelmed, and my daughter is always busy, busy, busy. She's asleep now, getting her back on her schedule because I got to get my ass back on my schedule because I'm trying to get back to work ASAP. Now, I swore I'd never pick better reward options after each wave because I feel like it's wasting an opportunity. But you never know. I could have added that EMP damage. Maybe I'll get nukes from now on. Maybe I'll get a bunch of 40% laser or 30% all tower damage. You never know whether it really helped or not. Uh-oh, I'm talking too much. Damn. Just for the sake of my mouth running too much. But I know I haven't put out a good video in a little while, so I wanted to make up for that. And I figured I'd crunch a bunch of tips and learning and some of what's going on into it. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. I'm smoking a cigarette real quick. Alright, so this is where I'm at that point. Do I want it to be stronger, or do I want to accumulate more power ore? Well, I'm at the point where I need the strength. This one just opened up, so I need to put some power up here. I'm not putting brakes where I should be. But yeah, that increase to my laser damage, there's my nuke. Without question, that's the best one to have, because you can, if you aren't winning a stage, no matter what, when you use that nuke, and you don't have the life, then use it early before they get to your gates, so you get all that power ore and you can strengthen the shit out of your weapons real fast, and that'll give you your opportunity to win. Let me slow it down a minute. I don't want to have to keep restarting on you guys. Slow this one down. Slow this one down. Slow this one down. Add me some more laser for this guy. It's getting windy as shit outside. The fall weather's here. The leaves are blowing. Luckily I closed my pool. So, you can see I got my nuke, I didn't have to use it. Be nice if I didn't have to use it on the next round, but that's impossible. So, I'll go ahead and use the 12%, because when I use that nuke, I get 12% more power ore for everybody I kill. And then hopefully I get a nuke on the next one. Plug my phone in real quick. You can see I'm holding out. I'm not spending anything because I need strong weapons. Now I always wait for them crickets to come out. Big ass crickets, and then I'll set my nuke off. And see how well I'm doing. Get my laser as strong as I can. So I just bought that round without using the nuke, and I'm still up 8 HP. And then now I get another nuke. So there's a chance this might be a nice winning. I mean, I'm rocking 18% on the power ore. Slowing them down gives my already strengthened weapons time to work. I'm going to try that one more time. Now, something I've learned is everything doesn't have to be even. So if it's a little faster on this side, make the weapons a little stronger on this side. And then when they get by here faster, the weapons can work harder up here. So being it's early in the round, I was able to make this weapon stronger up here, so when the more powerful stuff does get through, I can start slowing them down now, but I already have a stronger gun up top. Instead of starting my guns down at the bottom, put them here. See if I can't change it up a little bit. I might have waited again too long. Yep. I wanted to try and not have to use the nuke. Try something a little bit different every time. because it's those little runners that we're getting by. And to do the runners is the cannons, the rocket launchers. They are the most effective on these little bastards. So we'll go ahead and use this. Leaking the shit out of everybody. Boom. You better kill this little bug. Come on now. Seriously? I think it did kill him. I don't know. But it's not worth reversing now. Buy myself some damage because I don't use that many miniguns, and that freeze thing is useless. It doesn't get anything killed. This is the one with the dragons, I think. And it's hard to wait for them to show up before I use the nuke. It's like really difficult. Come on, kill them bugs. See, I bought myself some extra life so I can take some damage trying to use this nuke at the right time. And there's the dragons. Be great if it kills both of these fools. And they still only take 6 points, them dragons. No, this isn't the one with the dragons. 11's got the dragons. Be cool if I live through this and get another nuke. And number 6 does some damage. See, it'll bring me down to 27. Yep. So without that 40, I wouldn't have won. Now I could try it one more time. See if I can do one better. slow it down even more by putting this guy up. I only need a couple points. There. Just put the brakes on real heavy. It's always good to put the lasers across from each other so they work together on the same target. So this didn't work out as well. What can I do differently? They're doing their job so far. Oh, come on. It's like so rigged. Did worse. So you guys can play it back and look. I think the first thing I did was this. Trying to decide whether I did better or worse on this one. See, I didn't wait long enough, so the nuke didn't damage Those scorpion looking suckers. So I gotta. You see that's like so rigged. Guy just walks all day. Do your job and kill, man. Like, they just let them run on by. Kill him. Jeez. Yeah, I don't see this one happening. Let's hope for a nuke on the next one. Because them dragons are going to own me. Nothing else will get me through it. Dude. Well, we can hope I do as much damage as possible for the point. I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm a deputy and I've been so out of it, so busy, and I can't keep up with all the conversation. I know that we're broke down into teams, but I don't know what I'm supposed to, what my responsibility is right now. Goodbye. Whoa. Come on, points. Yesterday I didn't even do the damn. Didn't even finish. I've been buying these. So, that's that. Oh, I got enough to buy a regular one. So, with all that, I've got tech on hold. I'm just waiting. I could go ahead and start this, but that's going to set me back that much more resources. So, I'll probably just train something for tonight anyway. See how well my farms do. And then I go ahead and I flip my song officers back on. Well, I'm going to figure out what my job is, and I'll catch up with you guys. Thanks for watching. It's good catching up with you.